going on, y'all? Today, very special episode of King's Court. Something that I've been wanting to get off my chest. Today, we're not talking no battle rap. I'm not interviewing nobody today. This is just me talking to y'all, Blizzy to y'all. And what I want to talk to y'all today about is dating in today's society. Is it worth it? What are you dating for? Let's talk about that today. Before we get into it, if you would like to support the channel, Inferno Kings Media, we do sell merchandise. I'm about to show you guys something so you can get the gist of it. I do everything. I make coffee mugs. I make candles. I make pillowcases. I make t-shirts. I make baseball jerseys. So if you would like to, support the channel and help it grow, you can buy some merchandise from the channel. You can reach out to me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Abdul Aleem, that's my personal page, or reach out to me at my music page, King Blizzy. I'm also on Twitter, King Blizzy83, also on Instagram, King Blizzy83. But this is a sample of one of the shirts, because I also have an LLC called Believe in Your Hustle. That's the brand that I pass down to my kids. And here's one of our shirts right here, Believe in Your Hustle. It's just one. Like, I have all colors also. Like, you could hit me up like, bro, let me get one of them Jones in the purple and blue. I can accommodate it. We also, over here at Inferno Kings Media, we make baseball jerseys. As you know, I'm also a battle rapper, King Blizzy. I have my own entity called the Blizzard Club, and this is one of my Blizzard Club baseball jerseys, custom made. I can do it all for you. On the back, it got the block I'm from that I always screaming on my battles, quarter block, 25th Street, Big Bag. Of course, we know who Big Bag is. That's something else that I also make. And I also can ship out orders to you, directly to you. I do it in a timely manner. And I also have hooded shirts as well as hoodies. This is a hooded shirt I'm about to show you. You've probably seen me on Instagram in this shirt. Has the hood, Respect the team. The Inferno Kings. I am one half of that. The other half is Inferno Dash. I also said that I can do cups. This is a cup I made for a friend who recently passed away, who was a battle rapper and also media. His name was Slugganucci. He used to call himself Gunzilla. This is the cup I made commemorating him that I'm sipping my coffee from. Get a good look. I was selling these cups, and all the proceeds I was giving back to his family. So if you were to support and buy a cup, I'm going to forward the money to his kids, actually. Just like with that previous shirt, Believe in Your Hustle, that is tied to my LLC me and my wife have. And that LLC, that's going to be the one that we're in the community with. Like, you can go purchase a Believe in Your Hustle shirt from the store, clothing store on 26th of Indiana, directly on the corner. But let's get into it. Dating in today's society, is it worth it? Also, depending on what you're looking for. You feel me? Now, me and my wife talked about this, and what she said makes sense. Nobody really knows what they're looking for. That's why a lot of people are failing. But you don't know what you, I said I was about to word it wrong. You know what you don't want in a mate. So How about as opposed to looking at someone for the don't wants in the mate, but then also people, male and female. I was at one point victim of this also. We start putting stigmatisms on what we want. Oh, this person got to at least be 6 feet, or I'm not dealing with no big person, or no, I want a skinny person. Anything, anything where you start to. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being attracted physically. You have to be physically attracted to someone. But when you start putting stigmatisms on what you want, you're now lowering your chances. And I'll use myself for an example. At one point in time, I will only date light-skinned women. Notice I said I didn't get married. I would date light-skinned women. My wife is not light-skinned. I always said I would date somebody my size. My wife is not my size. My wife is a BBW and I love her. But is it really worth dating if you don't know what you're dating for? You got to know what you're dating for. Are you dating for long-term commitment? Are you dating for marriage? Because marriage and long-term commitment are two different things. We ain't even gonna dive into that. Are you dating just for friendship? Because I was watching with my wife, just so happened Jennifer Hudson came on, the Jennifer Hudson show. And, you know, I do this during the King's Court. She had a poll in her audience. And the question she gave the audience, how many of you guys have went on a date for a free meal? And I was intrigued. Now, that was intriguing to me just to hear the answer. And she had a guess. Her guess was 35 to 40. So they handed her the envelope because they pre-did this, you know, how they come in, you go through the turnstiles, hey, fill out this survey. And I don't care how many members in the audience, but she said 35. I don't know the number of people in the audience. It was 30 people that dated for a free meal. Now, in my eyes, if you dating for a free meal, let a person know. Because now, it's up to them to go through with it. Because they may not be dating for a free meal. They may see you as a person of interest that they might want to deal with in the long run, but you out here just dating for free meals. How long you going to date for free meals, male and female? Because eventually, you're going to get older and run into that wall. And we all know the wall is undefeated. And if you don't know what that wall is, wait till you get a little older. You'll understand. Because as we get older, the dating pool gets slimmer. I found my wife in my 30s. I got lucky. I tell my kids all the time, it's good to have fun, but always keep your eyes open for your soulmate. Because you don't want to get in your 30s and find your soulmate. Because now you're trying to start life in your 30s. And when I mean start life in your 30s, have your family. You want to be able to grow with your family. Like I told my son the other day. You want to be able to grow with your woman. That way, as you get older, you'll learn off each other. You'll be able to bounce off each other. Understand things better with one another. You don't want to get in your 30s, maybe 40. You get a woman set in her ways. You think she's the one, but she's so set in her ways about what she does that it deters you from this woman. Once again, I got married in my 30s. I got lucky. God sent me my wife. I wasn't looking. God sent me my wife. And it's also And it goes back to what she said. If you know what you don't want in a person, look for that. That way you know to stay away from a person if you're trying to date that person. Now, let me just talk directly to the ladies right now. To the ladies. I can honestly say 60 to 70% of all women want the same thing, whether it's in a guy or a girl. Hear me out. You want somebody, most women want somebody that's capable of taking care of home, the kids, the extra trips, the amenities, doing other things, if they want to be a stay-at-home wife, right? We can agree to disagree. I know some of y'all agree, some of y'all disagree. They want somebody making 6 figures, and I've seen this because I used to watch Kevin Samuels. I used to watch Kendra J. So I'm hearing the average female saying, I want somebody making 6 figures. They gotta be dominant. They gotta be this. They gotta be that. Okay, I understand that. So hear me out. Ladies, do you not know that y'all outnumber men 6-1? For every 6 of y'all women, there's only one man. So, hypothetically, if it's 600 of you ladies, there's only 100 men. Now, out of that 100 men, only 1% of the 100 is that guy you're looking for. That man that makes 6 figures. That man that's an alpha male. The man that is that go-getter that will be able to take care of you and the family. His kids, your kids. Without you probably having to get up off your butt. See what I'm saying? So if that's 1% and it's 100 men to 600 of y'all, that's one man. That's one husband. So that means one of you ladies will get lucky. That means 599 of you ladies is just stuck with what's left. I hope I'm reaching you. So if you out here going on dates just to get free meals, and if you just heard the breakdown, 6-1, and it's 1% of the one, that is what all you ladies truly want. It's like a turnstile. How long you gonna search for that 1%? Instead of getting somebody you can build with, you're on the same page with, y'all thinking the same language, y'all talk the same lingo. How long? Because eventually you're going to get older, that dating pool's going to get slimmer and slimmer, then you're going to be a modern woman. Out here on your own. Then your mindset going to start changing. I don't need a man, or I don't need a woman. What are you really dating for? And is it worth it? This is something we all got to sit back and look at. Because I tell my kids all the time, look at how I treat my wife. And look at how my wife treat me. That is what you want in a mate. I tell my daughter all the time, I had 4 sons and 1 daughter. Tell my daughter, if a man can't treat you how I would treat you as your daddy, with the same love, he's not the one for you. But what are you dating for? What are you looking for? So look for what you're not looking for. And I guarantee you'll really find what you're looking for. Because, like I said, I used to only want to date light skinned, thin women. I stopped looking. And what I really wanted was given to me from God. And we both established what are we here for? What are we dating for before we got married? And y'all need to establish that. Like, ask them from rip. When you first meet a person or have interest in a person, what we doing? What we dating for? Are we dating just to be friends, or are we gonna take it slow? Are we friends with benefits? Or are you dating for a free meal? Because I've actually came across someone who was dating for a free meal in my single days. It didn't turn out too well for that person. That person's still single. And that person's in their 40s. Like, yeah, man, people tell you live your life while you young. I don't believe that. There's a way to live life and still have your mate. See what I'm saying? Like, you see a lot of young people going on trips and balling, they all in the club and all that. How many people can say they have met their mate in the club and married their mate in the club and have a long relationship? So if you met in the club, shit, 9 out of 10, she's still gonna go to the club when y'all together. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother King's Court. I just want to talk to y'all like, in your eyes, if you're single, do you think you have a chance at getting married? Or do you think you're going to find what you want? Now, fellas, we have it a little easier. Like I said, for every 6 females, there's 1 man. So we can look in so many directions, but you can only choose one. So we gotta choose wisely. All of us. Male and female, we gotta choose wisely. Because if you out here letting Pookie and Ray Ray hit, ain't no way somebody that's above the Pookie and Ray Ray status that see that is gonna want you. I mean, first thing we see when we see a person is appearance. So that gives off a lot about a person. So now we're going off perception of look. Because if you look like $1 million, you smile like $1 million, in the back of anybody's mind, male or female, oh, that's $1 million. You feel me? That's all I'm saying, y'all. Like, we gotta be wiser as a people. We gotta be wiser as a people. Like, if the path a lot of people going, some people just marrying to get married. Divorce rates is high. But that's not what we here for. What are you dating for? It took me a long time to find my wife. Actually, like I said, I'm not even gonna say find my wife, because God sent her to me after I stopped looking for what I was looking for. Now, as I look back on it, I did what my wife said. I started looking for what I don't want, then what I actually wanted was right there in my face. Now, fellas, if a lady puts you in the friend zone, you know she has options. Now, if she has options, do you want to be an option? And vice versa. Ladies, if you know a man has options, do you want to be lumped up into that? This is why I say you gotta know what are you dating for. Establish that from the rip. Because if you just dating and I'm gonna be an option, it ain't it. I need to be number one. You need to be number one. Hold yourself to a high esteem and find somebody that will hold you to a high esteem, that will pick you back up when you fall down. If If that person can't do that for you, bare minimum, it's no point to being with them, bruh. Sis, what we doing? We ain't getting no younger. We only getting older. Some people date for financial security because they want a man for that financial security. Baby, homemade. It takes two incomes in a household for it to run smooth. Two incomes. If you're not in that 1% of human beings that can run a household by themselves. Stop letting people get in your business. Oh, this person no good for you, that person no. Sometimes they do be right, but sometimes they could be hating also. Because that one person that can be meant for you, they can see that and then tell you, oh, that person ain't meant for you, bro. Then you look up, they together. But I'm going to stop ranting to y'all. You know, that's today's King's Court. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And also, I'll be doing another show later on today. Debut on a new show. The new show is going to be called The Royal Decree. On The Royal Decree, it's going to be me and probably one of my kids, maybe two of my kids, and we're going to be reviewing music. But until then, salute. Y'all have a good one.